Hello, I'm Gabby Partington and welcome to IP Go, the show where we take a look at the IPO world, past, present and future. Now, who hasn't heard about Tesla hitting $2,100 per share recently? Elon Musk is now the fourth richest man in the world, and if electric vehicles weren't already in vogue, they certainly are now. The pending IPO we're going to look at today is aiming to capitalise on that trend. Even with the heightening tension between DC and Beijing, xPeng is a Chinese firm aiming to IPO later this week and is looking to raise $1.02 billion. The company plans to sell 85 million American depository shares, with each representing 2 ordinary shares in xPeng. It aims to price its stock between $11 and $13 per share, according to a regulatory filing on Friday. At the top end of the range, the company would be valued at roughly $9.2 billion. With the pre-Labor Day break, this is usually a quiet week for IPOs, but xPeng looks to be set on keeping momentum going. The successful IPO of Chinese EV maker Li Auto in late July is just one of the reasons why investors are attracted to xPeng's initial public offering. Having made its debut on Nasdaq on July 30th, Li's stock closed on Friday at just over $15, up 30.6% from its IPO price of $11.50. xPeng is backed by Alibaba, and despite a tightening in regulation and scrutiny of Chinese firms listing in the US, the company still believes that the US is the right place to list. Investors could well read this as being a sign of confidence. The firm also presents itself as more of a tech company than an automaker and believes US investors may have a better understanding of its product and technologies than investors elsewhere. It has a Silicon Valley office alongside one in Guangzhou. In terms of product, xPeng sells 2 electric vehicle models, the G3 SUV, which was launched in 2018, and the P7 sedan, which debuted earlier this year. xPeng said in its latest filing that it had delivered almost 19,000 units and about 2,000 units of the G3 and P7 respectively as of the end of July. They also plan to add a new sedan to its lineup in 2021. xPeng is known in China as a strong fundraiser and is backed by a roster of heavyweight investors including Alibaba, Xiaomi, Sequoia Capital and Hillhouse Capital. Earlier this month, the firm disclosed that it had raised $900 million in a new funding round, less than a year after it secured another $400 million from investors. In today's geopolitical and financial climate, with tensions rising between the US and China, it takes a confident firm to come to the market for a substantial fundraise. Electric motor momentum is growing by the day, however, and investors will be looking extremely carefully at xPeng. As usual, make sure you do your due diligence before making any investment decisions. Stay safe and see you next week.